Well, hello, hello, hello. This is Lynn with Teelie's Fairy Garden, and today is our launch of our Instant Mermaid Fairy Garden. Now, we've been really looking forward to this for a long time, and we have some really, really fun and cool things to show you. Some in our Etsy store, some not in our Etsy store. But here it is, and I am going to welcome Rebecca. She's going to help me with this launch. Hi, Rebecca.
Hello, Lynn.
So here we are, finally. So what I want to talk to you about is the giveaway. Now, what we're doing when we do these launches is we are giving away a big giveaway. So this giveaway is going to be, this one is Meredith the Mermaid, and this is Mandy the Mermaid. So we're going to be giving away 8 Redbubble products. It could be anything. You'll know it's a surprise. So I just want you to know that I'm going to show you the video. It's actually a video on the giveaway, but when you do, if you are the winner, which is exciting, then I'll order all the items from Redbubble. I package them up because I want it to be a really pretty present. I don't want it just thrown in an envelope. That's just like not so fun to get. So anyway, here is the giveaway. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to have a little water sound. I thought that would be fun since we're doing mermaids. So to start off with, Rebecca, I thought we should we'll show the video of the Instant Fairy Garden. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. It's really beautiful.
Well, it is, and it's really been fun to put together. So we're going to play the video on the Instant Fairy Garden, and then we just have so much to show you. So glad everybody's showing up. Thank you so much. So here we are. We're going to go to the video on in the Mermaid Instant Fairy Garden. Here you go. Hello, and this is Lynn with Teelie's Fairy Garden, and today we are introducing our Mermaid Instant Fairy Garden. Now, what an Instant Fairy Garden is a digital download, and you purchase it, you print it, you cut it out, and you can rearrange it any way you want. And we also have another video coming with a mermaid door that is too adorable. But I'm going to take you on a little tour of our new Mermaid Instant Fairy Garden. We always start over here with our little house. This is the Mermaid House, and she's underwater, and you see the bubbles, and this is Mandy the Mermaid. She's in the window just loving her little ocean view under the sea with her little shutter that's a shell. And then we'll go over here, and this is the mermaid's bench. They love to sit and just watch the fish float by. And this is actually Mandy the Mermaid here, and she's resting on her rock and water splashing around. And we have fish in the back. All these little fish are here. We have sea plants here. And we have, this is our newest mermaid. Her name is Meredith the Mermaid, and she has a pet seahorse. And yeah, can we get a close? You got a close up of it. It's a little pet seahorse. And then over here we have an island, and these are all the mermaid pets. We have a crazy little crab. We have a very funky turtle that's doing a dance. We have an adorable seal. He is just so cute. And another little crab, and of course the pearl in the oyster shell. And then we have shells, and then another little, this is a little mer chair here where they can sit and rest. And you get all this plus more in the digital download. And we're going to have our Mermaid Instant Fairy Garden launch this Monday, 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time on FB Live, Facebook Live, on Teelie's Fairy Garden. So I'm so happy you're the first to see our beautiful fairy garden. And I'll see you on Monday at 4 o'clock, and the mermaids will be there to say hi. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Oh, that was so fun. One of our teammates put that together. So what I would like to do now is I would like to share our screen, and I would like to show you just some other items that we have. So Rebecca, do you want to explain that it's not just the Instant Fairy Garden, we have other items also?
Sure. So mermaids are magical sea creatures, and our mermaids are part human, part fairy, and part fish. And this makes them extra special. Some of the mermaids are even able to store fairy dust in their fins so they can do things that other mermaids can't. In Teelie Turner's book, The Adventures of Pirate Pete and the Lost Fairy Treasure, Mercinda the Mermaid helps Pirate Pete to protect a magical treasure. And our Mermaid Instant Gardens, we have two mermaids that you just met, Mandy and Meredith. And Mandy the Mermaid's magical description reads, "Hi, I'm Mandy the Mermaid and friends with all my fairy friends in Fairyland. I would love to help you create an ocean inspired mermaid fairy garden. We have so many wonderful under the sea decorations for your garden. Being friends with the fairies is so much fun." And then we have Meredith, and like Lynn said, she is brand new. She just came out last week, actually. And her description says, "Hi, my name is Meredith the Mermaid, and I'm glad that you could join me under the sea in Fairyland. I live an enchanted life with my mermaid friends. I love to go on adventures and explore under the water coves and gather seashells. I was recently asked to pose for a photo so that my image could be on a magical collection of merchandise. I hope you enjoy it." So both Mandy and Meredith have some incredible items in their merchandise collections that could help to enhance your instant fairy gardens. They have t-shirts and other clothing that could be used for dressing up for a mermaid party. They also have stickers and buttons, which would be great to use as party favors. And depending on the location of your instant fairy garden, you could even use their magnets to help hold up the backdrop if you have a magnetic board or a wall that has magnetic paint on it. Some of the benefits of instant fairy gardening are that it can be an educational experience which assists with creativity. It's affordable, easy to store, and can be enjoyed alone or in a group. And Lynn is the person responsible for putting together all of Teelie Turner's instant fairy gardens and testing them out to make sure that they are as beautiful as you saw in the video and that we can maximize your experience with each one. And so we've put together some questions for Lynn about her fairy gardening experiences and in particular the Magical Mermaid Instant Garden. So our first question is, what was the first fairy garden that you ever created?
Actually, the first garden I ever created was in a metal fire pit, which I've done 3 of those now, but it was a metal fire pit that's up on a stand, and, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I bought this twisty tree, and, I really loved the twisty tree kinda grew, and so when it lost leaves, I could use it for, Halloween, but that was my outdoor garden, and I bought a lot of fun things to go in it. It was all live plants, my first time ever doing a fairy garden, and, actually, I lost a lot of live plants, but, I learned. So, that was my first one, and it was just a lot of fun because I had never done it before, and it was just mesmerizing to me to put together. It was really beautiful.
Thank you. And another question, which some first time fairy gardeners might be wondering about too, is what sort of containers do you suggest for an instant fairy garden?
Well, for outside, personally, I love the fire pits because they're raised up, and then inside I have 3 fairy gardens, but I use those, galvanized, they're silver. It's an oblong. It kinda looks like something that you'd have on your farm, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like a
And
tub.
yeah, a tub. And, I love that because I have a winter garden, excuse me, and I also have another garden that's really cool. It's succulents, but they're not real. They're make believe. And then my third garden I use for my instant fairy gardens, of course. So yeah, that's kind of uh, what I've been using. And but you can use anything. I've used pails, I've used teacups, I've used you name it, I've used it. I really have used a lot of different products. And I just whenever I see a different container, I do snack, I snap it up. So I have a lot of different kinds of containers. Yeah.
And what are some miniatures that can be added to the mermaid garden to give it a little bit of extra depth?
Well, I will tell you. Um, I want to show you actually. So we're talking about the fairy mermaid garden. So this is what I want to show you. I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to take you on a little tour of our Etsy store. And I put these together uh, for our mermaid fairy garden. So I'm just going to kind of scroll through and pop up some of the pictures that I think you really might enjoy. This is Millie. Now, Millie is a very, very cute little fairy. And I actually sold one of her this morning. I go, I hope I don't sell out before we do this launch. And she's adorable. She's got a pet seahorse and she comes with a little pet turtle. And this is her rock. It has all these fun things on it. I just love it. And then another fun thing is you can see I put quite a bit into our Etsy store. But what I wanted to show you too, it's really, really cool to put in plants. So as you can see, these little sea plants add a third dimension. Oop, there's a little seal back there hiding. But this adds a dimension to your fairy garden, especially because it's instant. Even though some of the pictures are 3D, it really does add. So I just wanted to show you that. That was fun. And then I just put all these up yesterday and today. So you can put whales in. There's more plants. These little, I'll tell you, these little baby whales are adorable. And then I'll just show you, this has been a really popular little girl. This is Annie the mermaid. And as you can see, this is part of the Instant Fairy Garden, but it looks real. This is that little crazy seal, and this is actually part of the Instant Fairy Garden. And I just wanted to give you a peek at some of her items. Oop, well, what is that? That is just fun. So she's adorable. And then our top sellers always are these. These are always our top sellers. The three sleeping little mermaids. And this one, I have a little video on it. I filmed this outside on the deck on the beach. And it just shows you just the little mermaids and how you can I put this in a round bowl. So this is actually in a round bowl. And that's really cute. But these are our number one sellers. We sell so many of these. So there you have it. That's what I wanted to share with you. That's what you can put so you can get your instant fairy garden and then you add all these little doodads that go with it. And it's super, super cute.
And I think we have some backgrounds as well to go with our instant garden, right?
Oh, we do. Just one moment. You're right. Hang on. I forgot. Yes, we do. Let me show you. They are down here. Now, these are some of there. This comes with your instant fairy garden. There are two different kinds of backgrounds. There is this one that has a little beach if you want to use it. And this is the one I chose to use for our fairy background. And I'm going to show you some pictures later. In the Instant Fairy Garden, there's little fish, and I cut them out and I actually put them on here. And they actually look like they're swimming under the ocean. It's really fun. Yeah,
And what is your favorite thing about fairy gardening?
creativity. You can be super creative. the sky's the limit. There are so many different themes you could do in a fairy garden. It's really being creative. You could do a shabby chic fairy garden, a farmer fairy garden, a mermaid. It's just really fun. It's whatever you're kind of drawn to. I know we even have an artist fairy garden coming up pretty soon. So, and I hope these instant fairy gardens give people ideas because our instant fairy gardens, they're all $9.98 and they're quite extensive. And I'm going to show you at the end of this video what you get. It's huge. And actually, all of our drawings are original, which is really great. But I would say to you, the number one is just the creativity. I like the creativity.
Being creative is really fun. And what is the best part about creating an instant fairy garden?
After you get all your little bits and pieces together, it's super relaxing and it's super gratifying because it doesn't take a long time to put a fairy garden together. And when it's done, it is absolutely adorable. So I would say it's relaxing, just like gardening. Like you go out in your garden and you garden, you kind of get lost. Well, you get lost in your little fairy garden. And then you have a little showpiece to show people too. So I would say that would be my answer. It's relaxing.
Thank you. And one of our viewers wrote that it must take a lot of patience to make a fairy garden.
Not really. No, not really. It doesn't take a lot of patience. You could do a fairy garden with just little plants and just put a few items in it and quote, it's a fairy garden, and maybe a few items and a little fairy. It doesn't take a long time, but yeah, it looks like it does, but it doesn't.
Thank you. So that's all the questions I have for you for now, but I think we have a few other things to show our viewers, don't we?
Oh, yes, we do. Got some really fun stuff to show you. So, what we're going to show you is like Rebecca said, we do have other products also. So I wanted just to show you what these products look like on t-shirts and things. And also you have choices. This looks stunning on black. I'll tell you, it looks stunning on black. Rebecca and I were just playing around with it before the video, but I just wanted to show you some of the different outfits that you could put together. We have even for baby. She's just like our favorite model. I use her all the time. This is fun. It's a bed. It's a big duvet with mermaid pillows on it. These little girls are hysterical. And then I just wanted to show you this is on a purple one, which I think is really cool. And then here is just another flat lay to give you another idea of what it looks like on t-shirts. So I guess what I would like to show you are photos of the Instant Fairy Garden and kind of tell you what they are and the inspiration from them. So this, as you know, is Meredith, our newest fairy, and she's holding her pet uh, seahorse. And then, of course, this is the cutie patootie little Mandy, and here she is in her fairy house under the sea. And what I was talking to you about adding plants, see how I added this plant? And there's plants in the back and one back in there. It just makes it come alive. It really gives it that pop. It's really cool. Now, this is what the overall fairy garden really looks like. Um, and I put in the house there and the palm trees. I always put a little beach in, which is fun. But this could be a fun craft thing. It's a family thing. You could download it. You could do it as a craft project. It's kind of like putting a puzzle together. And how I do it is I hot glue gun sticks. You can see a little stick there. So I can rearrange this thing any way I want. And then the backgrounds, I was telling you, I put these little fish. I actually put little sticky tape on them and put them on the background, and they look like they're swimming. So it really looks like you're underground, which I think is very cool. And then again, here is little Mandy watching her little fishies float by. She's in her this is her little mermaid house, which I think is cute. Now we always do a door in our instant fairy gardens because maybe you have an apartment and maybe you have a child in his little bedroom or her little bedroom. They want to put a little door on the wall. And these are the little windows here. You put the windows there and you can actually create a fairy garden in the front. which I think would be kind of cool. And then here again is our little palm trees with our island, our crazy little crab here, our little crazy, he's just dancing away, that little turtle. And then this seal looks like he's always surprised. I don't know what he's surprised about, but. And then I wanted to show you that we actually have the actual little sea plants that you can cut out and put around. And down back here are mermaid tails. As you can tell, I love this little guy. I have a lot of pictures of him. He's doing his little jig. And here's our little seal. And then here we have the fish now doesn't that look, Rebecca, doesn't that look like they're really swimming in this garden?
Yes, it does. And with the blue in the background for the water, it really looks like they're headed through the plants there.
I know it looks like they're swimming past this plant and everything, but it's really they're just glued to the back of the backdrop. But I love that because it's an illusion. It's very cool. And then these are actually paper shells, but they look like real shells. I just wanted to show you how realistic some of the things can look. So, yeah, that is what I would also like to show you is what really comes in the fairy garden. The PDF that you're going to get when you get one of our fairy gardens, I want to show to you what you actually will get. Um, the PDF. Now, there's so much more that you don't see in this fairy garden because it's really just how you want to put it together. You just have a lot of different options. So this is the PDF you would get. And this is put together by one of our graphic artists, very cute. Excuse me. And it gives you directions on how to do it, what to do. It's like you print, cut, and then it's a digital file only, so everyone understands it's digital. And then it's an introduction, and this just has Meredith on it. And then in all of our fairy gardens, which I am super excited about, you can collect our fairy gardens. You get a beautiful certificate, and you can write your name right here in it. And it has what fairy garden you get, and you can put them on your wall. And you can collect these. So as you collect the fairy gardens, and you can collect them for all different seasons. And this is what's included. And I love this that Kenneth puts this together. He gives you a little preview of what everything you're going to get in here. I mean, look at all these items that you get. You get a tremendous amount. Now, these are small because he's just showing you what you get. But look at all these. I mean, it's just a tremendous amount. And then I call these little doodads. And these are the little shells that look real, and these little shells that look real. And then you get the two backdrops that I showed you. And have fun. And then we write out all the dimensions also for you so you understand. And then this is obviously the house, and it's on, you would print it on landscape. And then here is, of course, Meredith and the little fish jumping in the water. Her little sofa, her little mer chair, I call it. This is little adorable Mandy. She is so sweet, so sweet. And then we go up to here, and then there's all these little items you can put all over in your fairy garden. And these actually really, really look cool, and they look real when you put them in. The palm trees are beautiful. And then, of course, the pearl. Got to have a pearl. And then there's more dimensions. And then here again is more you get. Here's our funny little seal. Another palm tree. I love the seahorses too. I put those back with the fish on the background too. Now this is the two windows and a door you get that you can put in a bedroom. Um, and they could have a little mermaid door in their bedroom. Here's some more doodads. We gave you a lot of doodads. I showed you some of these that I'd put in my garden. And then again, here is the back drop and another one. So you could choose what kind you want to use in your backdrop. So does anybody else have any more questions, Rebecca?
There was just one comment, and it said that it would be nice to set it up near an aquarium, which would be kind of cool because you would have the fish in the aquarium, and then you would have the added benefit of having all of the mermaids and all of their amazing doodads nearby.
Ooh, I think that would be really, really fun. That's a great idea. I would love that. So this is the launch of our sweet, sweet fairies, and I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Now we're going to have the banner up in our social media for you to enter for this giveaway. The giveaway is worth, I'll play it at the end, just at the very end before we sign off, I'll play it again. It's worth over $100. A lot of fun things you can choose between. You can choose between Mandy and Meredith on the products you want. And I want to thank everyone for stopping by. The links will be above where you can check out our Etsy store, and our fairy garden is going to be live in about 1 hour, our instant fairy garden. So thanks to everybody that stopped by, and I'm going to put the giveaway at the end so you can see it. And Rebecca, thank you so much for helping.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, fun. Okay, I'm going to put up the giveaway and I'm going to say goodbye. Have a great day, everyone.